Hi, this is Mrs. Carter. I want to give you some feedback on your Unit 3 test. So I have a list of suggestions for you to get the most positive test results that you can in this class. So one of the strategies that you might want to try is trying all unit quizzes multiple times. So you could try it the first time and give it a day and 24 hours and let me grade it and give you some feedback. And then you could try it again, and you could try it a third time as well. The computer only takes the highest score, so if you happen to not score so well on the third attempt and you scored better on the second attempt, the computer automatically takes that higher score, so you don't have to worry about that. But this gives you some practice with the questions that could actually be on the test, because the unit tests are made from a huge bank of questions, and those questions are found in the unit quizzes and in some of the assignments. So if you do really well on those and you see a lot of different questions, then you have some practice and you're more prepared going into the test. Another thing that you want to do is make sure that you're scoring well on all quizzes and assignments too. So if you scored a 60% on a quiz and a 68 or 70% on an assignment, you want to go back and try those again and make sure that you're scoring really well on them. That will indicate to you that you understand the concepts for the unit, and then ultimately you will be doing better on the test as well. Another thing you can do is download the unit study guide. So the study guides are all located in the updates section. So for the first update for the unit, I provide a link to the study guide. So the study guides are pretty basic, but they do give you an opportunity to look at vocabulary words that you may need to know and some basic concepts. The study guides vary as far as the expectations. They shouldn't take you too long. A lot of times you're just reading through some different concepts, some main ideas that you should review. And then there'll be a couple of questions that you need to complete or things you need to answer or fill out for the study guide. And then you submit that to me via email and I give you extra credit. And it also helps you prepare for the test. You can also go over all vocab terms. So I like to tell my students that learning economics is like learning a foreign language. There are all sorts of vocab terms that you've never heard of before that you get to learn about in this class. So make sure that you go back through the units and that you are keeping track of vocab terms as you're working through unit notes. So you could be keeping a notebook, and in it, when you do your readings for each lesson, you could take some notes on vocab, some other notes on key concepts or formulas that you need to know, and this will help you to prepare for the test. I also encourage you to try interactivity games. So these are those practice games. You try those games. They're all practicing concepts that you need to know for each unit. Take a screenshot of those, send it to me, and you get extra credit for that. And then finally, you can always try the unit test twice. So if you try it the first time and you don't score super well, you can try it again. One thing I do want to note is that it's just kind of the honors system when you are taking the test as far as not looking things up online and not looking at notes. However, I don't have any idea if you are doing that or not. One thing I do want you to know is that the final exam for this class is extremely difficult, but it is made up of all the past questions that you will be seeing on unit quizzes and tests. So if you are used to looking at notes while you're taking a unit test or looking things up or looking back to the unit, you may want to practice not doing that because your final exam will be proctored, so you won't be able to look anything up. So you'll have to rely on memory, and you'll have to rely on all the preparation that you've done for all these unit tests and also for the final exam. So those are my tips for having positive test results for each unit. Thanks for listening. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.